Welcome to the Dessert Lab. Please like, share, and subscribe to our videos. The ultimate guide to butter tarts, history, recipes, and tips. Butter tarts are a sweet staple of Canadian cuisine, loved for their gooey center and flaky crust. But what makes them so special? These delightful treats have a rich history, dating back to the early 1900s, and they showcase a mix of flavors and textures that are hard to resist. In this video, you'll discover the origins of butter tarts, their rise in popularity, and how they've become a beloved dessert across Canada. Whether you're a longtime fan or trying them for the first time, you'll learn why these little tarts deserve a spot at your table. Get ready to explore the unique characteristics that set butter tarts apart and find out why everyone can't get enough of this classic treat. The history of butter tarts. Butter tarts hold a cherished spot in Canadian baking traditions. Their sweet, gooey filling and flaky crust tell a story that stretches back over a century. Understanding their origins adds another layer to this delightful treat. Let's explore how butter tarts came to be and how they vary across different regions. Early recipes and influences. The first known butter tart recipes appeared in the 19th century. These recipes were simple, often using basic ingredients that were readily available. Common elements included flour, sugar, butter, and eggs. It's fascinating to think about the cooks back then. They didn't have fancy tools or ingredients, yet they managed to create something delicious. Many suggest that butter tarts were influenced by English and French culinary traditions. These cultures emphasized sweet pastries and custard-like fillings. As settlers arrived in Canada, they brought their recipes along. Over time, local ingredients and cooking methods transformed these recipes into what we know today as butter tarts. Here are a few highlights about the early butter tart recipes. Simple ingredients, many original recipes used everyday kitchen staples. Influential cultures, the blending of English and French recipes played a significant role. Regional tweaks, as families made these tarts at home, they adapted the ingredients to suit their tastes. Regional variations. Today, butter tarts come in many styles depending on where you are in Canada. Each region has put its spin on this classic dessert. Southern Ontario, this area claims the title of the butter tart capital. Here, you'll find the traditional version with a soft filling and a flaky crust. Often, these tarts include raisins or pecans. Nova Scotia, known for a twist, Nova Scotia's butter tarts often feature a thicker filling, sometimes resembling caramel. Quebec, in Quebec, the tarts might incorporate maple syrup, adding a unique sweetness. Modern adaptations also showcase interesting flavors. Bakers experiment with chocolate, coconut, and even savory elements. What's remarkable is how butter tarts have become a canvas for creativity while still honoring their roots. Consider these key aspects of regional variations, traditional versus modern. While some stick to classic recipes, others innovate by adding new flavors. Ingredient swaps. Different regions might use local ingredients in their tarts. Cultural influences. Local traditions often shape how butter tarts are enjoyed. Butter tarts are a wonderful blend of history, culture, and flavor. Each bite takes you on a journey through time and across Canada. Whether you prefer the traditional or a modern twist, there's a butter tart waiting for you. Classic ingredients of butter tarts. When it comes to butter tarts, the magic truly lies in the ingredients. Each component plays a key role in creating that perfect blend of flavor and texture that keeps people coming back for more. Let's take a closer look at what makes these little delights so irresistible. The role of butter and sugar. Butter and sugar are the powerhouse duo in butter tarts. Their combination not only adds flavor but also gives the tarts their rich, gooey filling. Butter. This isn't just any butter, it's the secret to achieving that smooth, creamy texture. It helps create a melt-in-your-mouth experience that is simply divine. When butter melts in the oven, it allows the tart to rise beautifully while ensuring a moist, tender filling. Sugar. Sugar brings sweetness to the table, but it does more than that. It caramelizes when baked, creating those deep, rich flavors that tantalize your taste buds. The balance between the sweetness of the sugar and the richness of the butter is what makes each bite heavenly. Together, butter and sugar create a luscious filling that dances on your palate. They are the heart of the butter tart, and without them, you would miss out on that signature taste. Types of fillings. While the classic butter tart filling is delicious on its own, the fun comes from the variations. Different fillings can turn this simple dessert into something uniquely yours. Here are some popular choices. Raisins. Traditionally, many people use raisins. These chewy little gems add a burst of natural sweetness and contrast nicely with the smooth filling. Pecans. For a nutty crunch, pecans are a popular choice. They add texture and a buttery flavor that enhances the overall experience. Chocolate. Chocolate lovers rejoice. Adding chocolate chips or a rich chocolate filling takes the butter tart to another level. The sweet and slightly bitter notes of chocolate harmonize perfectly with the buttery tart. Coconut. For a tropical twist, some bakers add shredded coconut. It adds chewiness and a hint of sweetness that complements the richness of the filling. The beauty of butter tarts is their versatility. You can mix and match these ingredients to create a flavor profile that suits your taste. Will you stick to tradition, or will you add your own spin? The choice is yours. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll share even more recipes and tips. Thank you for watching our videos. Remember to give us like, share, and subscribe.